Yeah.
How you will overcome this situation when it is so frustrating to animate? How you will overcome these things?
Yeah, that's a good question. Um, so if I'm frustrated with a shot, I find generally it's because I'm lost in the shot and I don't know what to do. And that might be because I had such an idea and then the director's given me a note that's thrown me off the idea and I don't have a clear path anymore. And so when I know what I'm doing, I can just do it, right? Like there's no thinking. I just, if I want like, say I want the hand to go like this on this path and this arc and blah, 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 I'll just do it. But it's when I get lost and then all of a sudden like the director's giving me notes which I don't understand and I don't see the path anymore of what to do, that's when I'll get frustrated. And so I know that it's just I'm lost, if that makes sense, and that it's not that there's anything else to be frustrated at. So basically, I just try to work a bit harder. I just try and find what they want, just like experiment, just get there, and then eventually, once I know what they want and I can just do it, then I can just do it again, and it just becomes animating again. So it's when I get stuck, it's when the frustration comes, basically. Um, and yeah, and if you do get contradicting notes internally between like your lead, soup, and anim director, you can just talk to them. Like you don't have to say yes, 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 and just keep going back and forth. Like if one gives you a note saying like move the arm here because of this, you can just mention to them, oh, my lead told me not to do this because of this. What would you prefer? Like now that you know why they said this, do you still want me to do this? And then they can kind of collaborate on the note. So so when there is contradicting stuff, you just talk about it. You don't like take it back to your desk and just do it and get frustrated. You just avoid that. But yeah, if it's I find my frustration just comes when I'm lost and stuck. And so just to get lost to get unlost and unstuck, I just have to keep working and keep trying. And so yeah, the answer is to work more, try harder, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. Um, but that's for me. I don't know what other people do when they get frustrated. I take a break as well. Like if I'm really frustrated, oh yeah, true. If I'm really frustrated, and it's not even frustrated, it's just that if I'm really lost on the shot, and I could animate for 3 hours and be in the exact same spot that I was 3 hours ago, then I would just stop animating, like regardless of what time of day it is, because I can just pick up the hours later. So if it's like 2 o'clock and I can't animate, like I'm just going in circles, I know I'm going to be much more productive if I just get up 2 hours earlier and do those 2 hours the next day. You know what I mean? Or do them that night when I'm feeling better. So it's important to take a break when you are lost, because you see the same thing on the screen. It gets repetitive. You can't see what's wrong with it anymore. You need a break from the screen. So yeah, I just take a break. But apart from that, and talk to people, just like most things, if you're annoyed, you can just talk to people, like communicate your frustrations to like your colleagues or something. Like not I don't mean like to gossip and stuff like that. I just mean like, oh look man, I'm really stuck here. What do you think? What's the answer here? Because your colleague, you're going to see exactly what's wrong with it, because they're not working on the shot like you are. So you're used to seeing what you're seeing, but the colleague has a fresh eye. So they're going to be like, oh, so maybe what they mean is to do this, or they're going to give you a fresh perspective, and they're going to be like, they're always encouraging. And it's like, man, you're awesome, you got this, you can do it. Like, it's always nice. You're never alone on a project as well. Um, yeah, so that's a few things to deal with frustration. Hope that helps.